This is not motivational fluff. This is mental warfare, identity death, and rebirth. These are the 5 stages every trader must suffer through before the breakout. Nobody enters trading for balance. They enter for escape. Escape from salary. Escape from pressure. Escape from a life that feels small. At the beginning, trading feels like a secret door, a shortcut, a loophole the system forgot to close. You are told, learn price action, control risk, manage emotions. But nobody tells you the truth. Trading will dismantle you before it rewards you. It will strip your ego layer by layer. It will expose every weakness you tried to hide from life. The market does not teach gently. It teaches through loss, confusion, and silence. Every trader who broke out didn't get lucky. They survived something most people run from. 5 stages. You cannot skip them. You cannot buy your way around them. You cannot fake your way through them. And the darker truth? Most traders die in one of these stages, mentally, financially, or emotionally, long before they ever reach consistency. Stage 1. The illusion of control. This stage feels powerful, dangerously powerful. You believe you've figured something out. Patterns appear everywhere. Price feels readable. The market looks logical. You zoom into charts and think, how do people lose here? Wins come fast, sometimes too fast, and that is the trap. The dark reality is that this stage feeds your ego. It convinces you, you are talented, you learn fast, you are different. The market allows this temporarily. A veteran trader once said, the market gives beginners confidence first, then takes it back with interest. This stage is like a young man who suddenly gets money. He spends it loudly, moves recklessly, believes it will never end. He doesn't understand yet. Money was testing him. In this stage, you oversize positions, you trade boredom, you ignore structure, you confuse luck with skill. Losses don't hurt yet, because hope is still alive. But the market is patient. It is waiting for your attachment. And once you believe, once your identity attaches to trading success, that's when the punishment begins. Stage 2, the violent awakening. This stage is brutal. Your strategy stops working. Suddenly, losses cluster together. Confidence collapses. You replay charts obsessively. You question everything. This stage attacks your self-image. You don't just lose money, you lose certainty. You ask, am I even good at this? Was it all luck? Did I waste my time? A professional trader once admitted, this was the stage where I almost hated myself. This stage is like betrayal. You trusted something, you believed in it, and now it's hurting you. The psychological damage you experience, emotional trading strategy, hopping sleep disruption, obsessive chart watching. Your mind becomes loud. The market doesn't respond. Silence becomes torture. Most traders quit here, not dramatically, but quietly. They stop opening charts. They stop learning. They disappear. Those who stay enter something darker. Stage 3, the internal war. This stage is not about money anymore. It is about control. You now know the rules. You understand risk. You see mistakes clearly, yet you still break your own rules. This stage exposes addiction. You crave action. You crave certainty. You crave being right. A trader once said, I realized my enemy wasn't the market. It was my need to feel in control. This stage is like trying to quit a bad habit. You swear you'll stop, you fail, you swear again. Each failure damages your trust in yourself. Entering early just in case. Moving stop losses, taking profits too soon, breaking plans after one loss. You don't lack discipline. You lack emotional maturity, and the market keeps exposing it. This stage can last years. Most people never escape it. Stage 4, the ego death. Something breaks here. Not your account, your identity. You get tired, or not of losing, but of fighting yourself. You stop trying to prove anything. This is where traders either grow up or quit forever. You accept. Losses are part of business. Your opinion doesn't matter. The market owes nothing. A consistently profitable trader once said, The day I stopped arguing with price was the day my results stabilize. This stage is like grief. You let go of who you thought you were, the ambitious dreamer, the fast learner, the chosen one, and what remains is calm. You begin executing without emotion, logging trades honestly, respecting risk religiously. This stage is quiet, lonely, boring, and powerful. Stage 5, the silent breakout. There is no celebration here, no screenshot, no adrenaline rush, just consistency. The breakout feels anticlimactic. Your account grows slowly, losses don't shake you, wins don't excite you. A hedge fund trader once said, "If trading excites you, you're doing it wrong." This stage is emotional adulthood. You don't need approval. You don't chase intensity. You value peace over dopamine. The final transformation, you now trade less risk, less earn more. Think longer term. You don't feel like a trader. You feel like a risk manager. And that's the point. If you are still here, still listening, still trading, you are not weak. You are being tested. The market doesn't care about talent. It rewards those who endure discomfort without escaping. The breakout is not money. The breakout is who you become. And if you survive the darkness, the market finally stops fighting you. The truth is, the story does not end at the breakout. Most people think consistency is the finish line. It's not. It's a new beginning, and a dangerous one. Because after the breakout, the market stops testing your patience and starts testing your character. You no longer fight confusion. You fight comfort, and comfort is far more seductive than fear. After consistency, a strange silence enters your life. You open charts without urgency. You wait without tension. You place trades without emotional spikes. And for the first time, you feel normal. That calm feels earned, deserved. But calm can rot into carelessness if you are not aware. A veteran trader once said, "After I became profitable, I almost lost everything. Not from fear, but from comfort. Because pain sharpens attention. Comfort dulls it." This is where many traders who made it quietly fall back. They stop journaling with honesty. They loosen risk rules just a little. They trade when tired because they've earned it. Not recklessly, subtly. And subtle mistakes are the most dangerous. Life example. This phase is like someone who finally escapes poverty. At first, every expense is calculated. Every decision is careful. But after a while, discipline relaxes, spending increases, structure fades, not because they are foolish, but because survival pressure disappeared. Trading is no different. The market does not punish success immediately. It waits. It lets ego regrow slowly, quietly, until one day you feel invincible again. And if you don't catch it early, the cycle restarts. This is why elite traders say consistency is maintained, not achieved. Breakout is not a destination. It is a responsibility to protect what you suffered to build. Another truth nobody talks about. After consistency, trading becomes lonely. You cannot explain it to beginners. You cannot relate to gamblers. You cannot tolerate noise. Most conversations sound shallow. A professional trader once said, "The higher my consistency got, the smaller my circle became." Because when you see probability clearly, excuses become unbearable. You also lose something important after the breakout. You lose intensity. The adrenaline that once drove you disappears. And if your identity was built on excitement, this emptiness can scare you. Some traders sabotage themselves just to feel something again. They increase risk. They chase volatility. They force action, not for money but for emotion. Life example. This is like an athlete after retirement. The crowd is gone. The pressure is gone. The noise fades. And they must learn how to live without chaos. Many never do. The market now asks a deeper question. Can you remain disciplined without pain forcing you to? Because earlier stages trained you through suffering. Now there is no whip, only choice. Another uncomfortable truth. After the breakout, you realized trading did not fix your life. It removed financial pressure, but exposed emotional emptiness. If you were running from yourself, consistency removes the excuse. A trader once said, "I thought profits would make me happy. Instead, they made me honest." Because now there is nowhere to hide. This is where mature traders turn inward. They stop obsessing over charts and start observing themselves, their habits, their sleep, their emotional state. They realize performance is no longer about entries, it's about alignment. You begin to notice patterns in yourself. You trade worse when you're tired, you're distracted, you're emotionally charged, you're bored, and you accept this without judgment. No anger, no self-hate, just awareness. That awareness becomes your new edge. At this level, trading becomes almost spiritual, not mystical, but internal. You stop trying to conquer the market and start managing your inner environment. Because now you understand, the market never changed. You did. There is also grief at this stage. Grief for the person you used to be, the hopeful beginner, the obsessive learner, the dreamer chasing freedom. You realize that person had to die, so this version could exist. And death, even necessary death, still hurts. Another hard truth: after consistency, time becomes heavier. You realize wealth compounds slowly. Progress is quiet. Years matter more than months. This patience would have bored your old self. Now it feels natural. A long-term trader once said, "Once I became consistent, I stopped counting months and started counting decades." That sentence terrifies beginners, but it comforts professionals. You also stop fantasizing about the big trade, because big trades are noisy, and noise increases risk. You prefer predictability. You prefer boredom. You prefer sleep. Eventually, trading stops being your identity, and that is the final transformation. You no longer introduce yourself as a trader. You introduce yourself as a disciplined person who happens to trade. This is where true freedom lives, not in money, not in withdrawals, but in emotional neutrality. You are no longer chasing, no longer escaping, just executing. If you are listening to this and still in the early stages, confused, angry, tired, understand this. The pain you feel is not rejection, it is shaping. Every stage hurts differently, but each one removes something that would later destroy you. The market is not cruel, it is precise. It removes ego before granting responsibility. It removes impatience before allowing scale. It removes fantasy before allowing reality. Most traders ask, "When will my breakout come?" The wrong question. The right question is, what part of me is the market trying to kill right now? Because whatever it is, that thing cannot come with you. And if you survive long enough, if you stop fighting the lessons, if you stop demanding speed, one day quietly, you will realize the market stopped testing you, not because you mastered it, but because you finally mastered yourself. And that is the real breakout.